Hey, this is Chris, but my friends call me Stones. Thanks for checking out my channel, and thanks for rolling with me. Thanks for hanging out with me, coming alongside me, and seeing what I'm doing by watching my latest video. It means a lot. Has been a while. It's been a while since I've recorded a video. Hopefully that'll change soon. But I just wanted to show you really quick a bunch of stuff that I just picked up over the last 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, from multiple trips to multiple thrift stores, and also our Amazon store, Amazon return store, Amazon overstock store, Amazon bin store, whatever you guys call it. Multiple trips to different locations over the last couple of days. And one really, really cool find that I'm very, very excited about. And it's a new thing for me, something I just learned about, and I wanted to share it with you just in case you come across it. But I originally went on Monday to our Amazon, not our Amazon, our Goodwill bin store, or the Goodwill outlet is what it's properly called. And that's where they sell everything by the pound. Instead of per item, it's by weight. And I originally went there because I had somebody on eBay message me about a portable 8-track player that I have listed for $200. Great condition, amazing item, works perfectly. But this person asked if I would record a video and post it on the listing showing that everything worked. That all the knobs, the buttons, the volume control, the side switcher, the button that switches the sides of the cassette. And I have this problem with people asking questions because there's this thing called I call it the curse of the question. If someone asks a question about an item and you respond favorably, in other words, you're giving them the answer that you think that they want, they never follow up with buying it. It's almost a waste of time. And I had a feeling that this person probably wouldn't buy the item after I posted the video, but I thought it would be a good idea anyways for anyone else that might be interested in it. And so I didn't have an 8-track cassette tape, even though I used one to test it the first time. I no longer had that. So I had to go out looking for one, and I knew the place that I'd probably find one would be the Goodwill bins, because I find them there all the time. And I think that's where I got the first one that I used to test it. So I actually went there the first time, found one, came back, tried testing it. It was in really bad condition, and it almost ate the tape. It actually kind of did. And you kids, back in the day, we had our tapes ate, cassette tapes, and it destroyed it, and we had to buy brand new ones, and it sucked. You kids don't know about that ever happening, but the closest ever is having a CD scratched, I guess. But that being said, I found a few of them. I don't know if I'm going to keep all these. I might just keep the one that eventually worked for me, get rid of the other ones. But this is everything else that I bought by the pound from the Goodwill outlet. I've talked about it before. My McDonald's toys, Happy Meal toys. I find them in there all the time. Just about a week ago, I sold 200 of them for $175. So I'm building up my collection again, and so the 200 of them weighed 20 pounds, so that's basically a pound for every 10. And if I'm paying $1.20 a pound, I'm literally paying about 12 cents each when it comes down to it. I know some are bigger than others, some weigh more, whatever, but the average weight is about 10 of the toys for a pound, and therefore by the pound I pay $1.20 a pound, so that's about 12 cents per toy on average. I also pulled out these dinosaurs wearing pajamas and birthday hats, and I thought these looked cool. Everybody else was passing them up. These, I guess, were originally sold in the dollar section at Target, and you actually can see the dollar tag on these. I picked them up. They're light, why not? And it looks like people are selling them for $10 free shipping now on eBay. So got a few of those. I'll get those listed. Then a bunch of knickknacks. Jurassic Park. I'm surprised people pass that up. Those sell really well for me. A couple Funko products. There's a normal size pop and a mystery mini. Some rubber ducks for Mountain Man Treasure. Troy over there on his YouTube station, his YouTube channel. He's selling these to give to charity, the profits to charity. So I got a bag of these going for him. Planes from the spin-off movie from Cars. Those always do well. Once I get about 10 of them, I'll sell them together. Same thing with Paw Patrol. Lion King figures, I group those up as well. I forgot what company makes these, but they have the fuzzy covering on them. They make these in all sorts of animals: pigs, bears, koala bears. I've seen turtles. I've seen cats. All sorts of things. But once I get a bunch of these, I sell those together as well. I've done well with those before. Peppa Pig, Paw Patrol. This is Fontanini. Good time for that since it's right before Christmas. And this is actually a character from PJ Masks, I think it's what it's called. The side characters do well. So I actually have another one of those. He's like Monkey something or other. I don't remember. But a bunch of knickknacks that I end up selling together once I get enough. Another thing that I pick up and I see all the time is Pez. Sometimes they're still sealed. Most of the time they're loose. They actually sell. I just throw them in a big box. When I find them, I found a bunch this week. I think I found a bunch last week. And get 50 of them, you get $50 for them. Something like that. I've sold them before. So that's what I do. I grab those up. I've talked about VHS before. Rugrats. Rugrats does really well for me. Right now I have a listing for 9 of them, I think for $55. This is a title that's not in the listing, so I'll just add that to the listing, increase the price a little bit. Really, any Nickelodeon show does well on VHS. SpongeBob, I think I have a couple of other SpongeBob, and I'll group those together as well. Speaking of 8-track, I have some blank 8-track cassettes there. I pulled those to sell. I can get about $15 selling those together. The book section, I look through the book section while I'm waiting for them to rotate the bins, because you're not allowed to be in the section that they're rotating. And found this book. It's new sealed in the plastic. There's only 2 listings currently for this in used condition, and both of the listings I think are for over $50 a piece. So I listed mine for $50 too. Same price, but in new condition instead of used. We'll see how that works. And then the last thing I picked up was this smoke alarm. Do not pass up like smoke alarms, thermostats. Honeywell's the big brand, but a lot of those house electronics, thermostats, even like power timers, like the outdoor power timers, have value. So this fire alarm, I was really shocked. The last one sold on eBay for, I think it was $40 plus shipping, and there's only one other listing right now. And I probably paid 50 cents for that. It's probably half a pound, something like that. So that was everything by the pound from the Goodwill outlet. I just dug through bins and found all this stuff. This is over several trips over the last 2 days. I think I went 3 times, and this is what I found in total. Then from normal thrift store finds, I picked this up. This is from a thrift store where all the money goes towards veteran work, veteran charities, that type of thing. And this was interesting. They only wanted $4 for this. This is a pillow, obviously designed after the old packaging, the old boxes of animal crackers. And if you know anything about this design, they quit making the caged animal design because people said it was cruelty to animals, and it was politically incorrect, and all this different stuff. So the animal crackers now do not have the caged circus animals anymore. So this was a pillow. So I know it has to be somewhat vintage because they quit doing that a while ago, and I could not find a listing for this on eBay. So I kind of made up a price, and we'll see how well it does. Picked this up at another thrift store, a different thrift store. This is an early Funko product. This is a Wacky Wobbler, which was actually Funko's first line of products. And this one dates all the way back to 2008. I've never seen this before. Now, I'm a Funko collector. I don't collect as much as I used to, but I probably will put this in the collection just because. Now there are listings for this thing for $30, $35, but there has not been any past sales, at least in the last 60 or 90 days. So probably just keep that for myself. I only paid, I think, $2 or $3 for it. $3. So There's the old Funko logo. So yeah, right there, July 2009, I think is what that means. But that's what I found there. And then I go to my Amazon bin store, Amazon return store, Amazon overstock store, whatever you call it. This is the store where they get these big pallets of products, and they start off with fresh product every Friday, and it starts off at $8, goes down to $7 on Saturday. I thought it was more than that. $7 on Saturday. Then it goes all the way down to $4 on Sunday, $3 on Monday, $2 on Tuesday, $1 on Wednesdays, then $0.25 on Thursdays. And my sweet spot is that Monday or Tuesday, $3 or $4 an item. So I went there. I found these PlayStation. These are official PlayStation wired headsets for the PlayStation 4 or 5. $2 a piece on those. Those sell for $20 free shipping on eBay. Picked up this vinyl for $2. Don't know. Just thought it looked cool. Listings on eBay are anywhere from $25 to $30. So I put mine up for $20. Manga, I'm a big manga fan, so I'm probably going to be personal collection. I'll read it, maybe to give it away, because I have a couple of friends that are into manga as well. They definitely got a lot of video game stuff this week. The categories of the stuff they get changes every week, so it's never consistent, and sometimes it's stuff that you're really not interested in. But I picked up Rock Band 2 for the PlayStation 3 because I pair these up with the guitars when I find the guitars, and for $2 it was worth it. This was probably the best item that I found. This is some sort of scope ring mount for your gun. This sells for $35 on eBay. So that's going to pay for everything that I bought that day. Some more supplements. That's personal. I use this brand all the time, so paying $2 for that, and I typically pay about $30 for it at the local grocery store. This Polaroid bag is new with tags. I thought that was kind of cool. This is worth about $20 on eBay. So pretty light, and easy to ship, so why not? So that's what I got at the Amazon store. And then one other purchase that I found it was actually a Goodwill on my way home as I was finishing up for the day. And I found these. And they just caught my eye. And I don't know, something about them just stuck out. And so I used my Google Lens to figure out who this person was. And this is actually a newer line of She-Ra dolls based on the Netflix series that came out in 2018. So these things aren't that old, 4 years old. So She-Ra is the brother of He-Man. She-Ra was a spin-off of He-Man. Once the series got popular back in the 80s, they felt like they needed to do a show for girls. So they did She-Ra. And of course, both He-Man and She-Ra has been rebooted, redone, reimagined, rewritten many, many times. And each time there was a new line of action figures. You know, She-Ra was originally an action figure like He-Man was. But then they decided girls don't like action figures, they like dolls. So they started making these as dolls. So these dolls are from the 2018 Netflix series of She-Ra. And these are extremely rare. Now I paid $4.50 for those. This Catra doll is really, really rare. Right now on eBay, there are only 2 listings. There's one listing for all the figures, all the characters. It's a set of, I think, 6 characters, 6 dolls, brand new, still sealed. They want $950 for that complete collection. Include She-Ra, She-Ra's horse. So that's an average of $150 each, $160 each, something like that. Well, let's start with She-Ra. This is She-Ra. So She-Ra, brand new in the box. The last one sold for $100 plus shipping. There are no brand new ones on eBay right now. There are no used ones on eBay right now, except for that collection of 6 figures for $950. This Catra doll is rarer, And currently, unless you want, again, if you want to buy the set of 6 for $950, there's a listing for $250 from Australia and another listing for $350 here in America. They both have over 50 followers on that list, on those listings. There are none in used condition right now. The last one that sold was very incomplete. There have been examples of this figure in used condition that have sold as much as $125. There was a listing for both these figures naked that sold for $125. I'm looking at this now. I mean, there's all sorts of things in here. The weapons, the crowns, or whatever you want to call them. These are really, really complete. So I'm probably going to sell them together, but I may not. But I'm probably looking now, the more that I think about it, probably $150 to $175 for the pair if I sell them together. Maybe I'll sell them separately. I'll have to think about it. But the Catcher doll itself is worth at least $125. So paid $450 for that. I just wanted to throw that out there. Definitely a bolo, definitely a grail. And yeah, there's some other stuff in there too. So I'll have to figure out, definitely clothing or something. So I got to figure out who that belongs to. Probably Shira. So there you go. Thanks for watching.